This is Salamancer, you are watching SalTV, and I hope that you find a job you really enjoy one day so you can be just like this soldier, whistling on your way to work. Of course, if your job is to kill people and you're whistling on the way to doing that, might not want to. Alright, hold up here. There we go, turn the voice off. I think we'll probably have to have some kind of a NSFW tag on this video just for that, but you know, I don't care. You don't care. Most of us don't care. And we do have a game today between Plus Forward or Bust in the blue and the Runaway 5 in the red. And because there was a huge pause at the beginning of this, apparently we're trying to get a sub. Looks like the Runaway 5 actually had to give up mid, but they're coming back in strong right now. We'll go over their rosters in a little bit, but the action is already happening with Zalox up to 260, buffed up and pushing in, dodging rockets just barely, like a beast. But he will have to back away here, as whereas the rest of his team they should be pushing it. They are, in fact, using the fact that he was pretty much forcing all of them to spam to get in. And there you go, Crux gets taken down right away. Tech Nasty and Snailboat actually down on the flanks as well. So that means there's really only 2 players left alive here to try and card this point. Oh, Zalox going for the air shot, doesn't quite hit it, but Tiger is down. And that's going to mean that the Runaway 5 will capture the middle point. Watch out for the scout, but there you go. Zalox does take him down, so we finally catch a kill on his cam. And now we do get to go over the rosters a little bit while these guys push forward to the Spire. Pretty standard stuff here. And of course they're going to try and do a little bit of damage to Link 8, and we'll get it just fine. On the Runaway 5 right now, we have Zalox on the demo. We've been watching him, and Zalox, I think this is his first season. At least I couldn't find any other history about him on the ESEA site. The other character on their team, who it might be their first season, is Scarlet, the soldier, and appears to be a pocket soldier, so well done to them. We do also have on the Runaway 5, we've got Loki and Downpour, who are both on Immortal 6, I think. So those two playing together quite a bit. And actually, I would say Downpour is probably a pocket, if anything. We'll find out. We'll find out. And then finally, rounding out the team, we haven't talked about their scouts yet, Marisa and Maniac. Maniac has played a lot of seasons of Open. Marisa, I think the same. With Marisa, there were some accusations a while back. I do not know personally what the story was with those, whether it was like an actual aimbot or what's going on, but who knows? Guy's not banned right now, so he's playing as a scout in ESEA Open, always fun to see. Meanwhile, holding it now, doing this forward hold and kind of forcing their opponents to pop Uber through the door here, is Plus Forward or Bust, and looks like, Plus Forward or Bust, apparently busted because they didn't Plus Forward. And that team name, it's a reference to something you can type in console, Plus Forward, which just makes you never stop moving forward. But they do have 3, maybe 4 people, I think, who were all on the same team last season. That is Link A, Crux, Tiger, and Snailboat. All of them were on the same team last season as well. I don't actually remember what it was called. It was maybe Tiger and Friends, or one of those, right? You remember those guys, though. They did some crazy aggressive stuff with Link A and Tiger all the time. Tiger's actually chasing down this soldier who's trying to get around behind. He does take him out. B-Man playing the Pyro out to mid, which we completely missed because I was too busy focusing on focusing on the rosters, but that Pyro did get a reflect kill, pretty sick, and is still reflecting rockets non-stop, so we may have to watch that and just see how ESEA 6's works with the Pyro. I know everybody's going to want to watch. And of course, so Link A, Tiger, Snailboat, Crux, they've all been on the same team. There's also Tech Nasty, who he has been all over the place, I think, played a lot of different seasons of Open. I'm not sure if he's ever been on the same team for more than one season, not sure why that is. And finally, B-Man, who has been an ESEA Intermediate. In fact, possibly one of the only members of any of these teams that has been in Intermediate, so clearly a skilled player. We will be watching him quite a lot. And he is playing the Pyro. So here we go. We are going to push in last very quickly with Plus Forward or Bust. And this is actually kind of where the Pyro could shine. He's got to be careful about taking too much damage here because his Tiger's obviously going to take the Uber, but he will take a little bit of that. So he'll go try and maybe, do nothing now. Looks like that was actually not Tiger. It was Tech Nasty that ran in. So B-Man is now playing protection for the medic, which should work fairly well. But he's got to be careful here because if the medic stays on these battlements for too long, they are going to get flanked by a soldier from behind or a scout or something, and the Pyro is not going to be that good at taking them out. Did light this soldier on fire, very nice, but not able to do much else, and they are going to have to give up the Spire now. There you go, finally the medic gets back to a pocket that can actually hurt himself, and that's a big thing, that if you don't have a pocket that can cause damage to himself, you've got a big problem. A Pyro is not a great pocket because you will not be building that Uber very fast at all unless he just takes constant damage. Not good. So anyway, there is an Uber ready to go for the Runaway 5 right now. They managed to recapture Spire without much of a problem. I don't know if it was because their opposing team had a Pyro, but that couldn't have helped too much at that point, because you saw they were pretty much just wrapping around, and there's not a lot the V-Man could really do to stop any sort of capture there. Spire especially, not a great place for Pyros to play around unless they've got a lot of time to set up. They need to get up there very fast. And oh, Loki does get forced! So that's going to be useful for the plus forward or bust team. They do push in, and wait a minute, Tiger disconnects from the medic just temporarily, but going for the air shot there actually on the soldier, who is not dead. 16 health left, and finally Downpour gets taken down. Scarlet, though, going to push around behind and help out with his back cap, except that he failed his rocket jump for no reason. I don't know what that was, honestly. It looked like it should have hit. But there you go. Scarlet does take down the medic now. Link A is gone. Scarlet, he's going to have a little bit of trouble. 8 health left, and there you go. Scout finishes him off. So for now, plus forward or bust do hold the point. But Loki's going to have an Uber advantage, as he did respawn just a little bit ahead of time. So plus forward or bust. Oh, Technaster's going in for maybe a forward health kit. Not going to work there. So the Runaway 5, I guess they get another opportunity, maybe, to go out there and cap. A nice kill there by Downpour, so he's playing a very nice pocket soldier right now. Yeah, and they are going to come out and try to capture him in again. Oh, wise choice. Except that there's that Pyro. Oh man, where's the Pyro? Where's the Pyro cam? We can't stop watching this. This is awesome. Going for the flare shot. I don't know if he hit that or not, actually. He might have. But Crux finished him off with the kills. And still at overhealed Pyro. That is not something to mess with too much, especially when the opposing team, the ESEA Open especially, may not know how to deal with him all that well. They're going to have to spam lots of rockets to try and do a lot of splash damage to the rest of the team, but, I mean, V-Man can reflect so much of the spam. He's going in now, and he's just trying to cause, oh, a nice air shot by that soldier. V-Man actually should have gotten it, but the rocket knocked him out of the way. And now there is an Uber, but look at how easily this is shut down by the Pyro. One of the few real uses for Pyro in 6v6, because you can see that he's not really doing a lot of damage to the other team. He's really just trying to protect the medic and prevent his opponents from doing any damage.
The control point is being captured.
So, in comes plus forward or bust once again. They're plus forwarding their way onto the Spire. And no, actually they're not. Looks like they don't have plus forward activated at all. They're a bunch of dirty liars. That's all I have to say. Next time Link A talks to me, I'm just going to refuse to talk to him. That's it. Link A, I'm calling you out right now. You are not plus forwarding in this game, and I'm just sad about that. Oh man, plus forward now pushing in to the last point. Or pretty soon they will. They've got an Uber advantage, so they could just sit back and wait, and probably should, until they have... Ooh, that was my stomach. That was a pretty loud rumble there. Hope the mic didn't catch it, but if it did, now you know. No, they're going to wait until they have the Uber. And they're actually giving away a lot of advantage time here. Loki is building very quickly with a regular medigun, but he's just making sure that his team hurts themselves and takes a lot of damage so that he's building at the maximum rate. So you look at how close these are right now. They're about 30% apart. So Loki is going to have a problem if his opponents push in right away, which they're not yet. Here they go, though. No, the Uber is in and coming in through the bottom left. And this is how you use a Pyro in 6v6. That is a beautiful thing, except that he was Ubered, so he couldn't cap the point right away. But he put a lot of time on it, and he forced a lot of the red players to get down there and stand on it. I mean, that's just how you do it, man. If you can send a Pyro in on that last point and have him air blast stickies off like that, it works perfectly. So, that is looking like another pause, by the way, at the end of this round. Alright, next round. So it is now all tied up 1-1. I have cords wrapped around my arm right now, mostly because I'm trying to get rid of the ominous hum that my microphone makes, so we'll see if that helps at all. Crux getting out here with a pretty standard rollout, but he did get slightly beat by his opponent, so that means he takes some damage. Zalox, though, dies immediately in Snowboat. Good aggressive scout play there, and that is going to cause Runaway 5 to have this midpoint run away from them if they're not careful. They do have some high ground, and they're still pushing in. Marisa gets air shot, going to have to try and escape, and the medic gets some heals on him, so he will be backing off for now. Should be safe if they can back off fast enough, but they need to get way inside because they can get bombed very, very quickly. And so one thing that the stream chat pointed out, by the way, it was Rando Pretty actually pointing it out in stream chat, is that Loki was buffing his scout a little bit too much there on defense. And that's something I'm guilty of too when I play my pickup games. If you have an Uber disadvantage, you pretty much just need to build constantly on one person. Bathtub Mannequin here doing his best, but he's going to have to back away now. And this, by the way, he's gone by a bunch of different aliases, but I think he is called Baby. He has played before in ESEA. I haven't seen too much of him, but he's a decent player. And it looks like the Ubers popped a little bit early for plus forward or bust. Tiger coming in on the heavy, and he looks unhappy. He looks like he just wants to crack some skulls right now. So we'll see if he actually gets a chance to do that. But his team has an Uber disadvantage, so they're going to have to wait a while if they want to push in. Yeah, they are going to back up properly. That's what you're supposed to do here when you've got a disadvantage. Are they, though? B-Man's holding pretty far forward. Makes sense for a team called plus forward or bust. There you go. That is an... B-Man's in trouble. No, he's not. Never mind. He's perfectly fine. He did a lot of damage here to the Demo Man as well. Zalak's down to 40 health where he starts getting healed. So you gotta like seeing that Pyro in close quarters against the Soldier. The Soldier's like, wait, what do? I don't get it. And yes, a Deep-User is allowed in ESEA. I think it's been allowed for a while. It is... definitely allowed. Okay, so Link A is just hanging out, shaking his mouse around a little bit. He's almost got his Uber ready to go. Not quite. There you go, 100%. And he will probably take in the Soldier first and then the Heavy. Imagine. No, Tech is just going to go down beneath. No, I don't know. Yeah, he's probably going to take the Heavy in then. And he's just going to walk that Heavy straight onto the points. Heavy will just try to stand there, deal some damage. Never mind, he's going to take the Pyro in again. So the Heavy's going to stay back. This time around, it is Pyro versus Pyro, the derpiest battle of all time. And the Red Pyro, of course, here Ubered right now. That is Maniac, hanging out with the Detonator even. So he'll be able to jump back upstairs if he needs to very quickly. Not enough crit damage on that Scout, but it doesn't matter as the rest of his team is really there to put out the damage. So the Runaway 5 held that off. This time around, of course, you saw what happened there. Plus forward or bust. They tried to bring in the Pyro for the same tactic they used last time, which was air blast the stickies off the point and then get in there and just let go of the Uber so sticky trap doesn't work. But this time around, of course, that Pyro came in and just foiled all their plans. Now Maniac's in some trouble. Does manage to use that double jump effectively with 3 health left, but oh man, gonna take some fall damage there. Has to get back in, and there's no health lying around for him. So plus forward or bust has a decent time defending the Spire, and Snailboat is way extended right now. Does manage to dodge all that damage though, so he put a little bit of pressure, forced the entire R5 team way back. And now B-Man still 100% time so far on Pyro, I'm pretty sure, which is just awesome. And here goes the charge once again. B-Man on the Pyro coming in there, not giving us up. Instead, he will air blast that sticky bomb off there one more time. Just continual WM2 play right now, but he does finally get taken out. The thing is, look at how many players he has down there just like standing on the ground. Doesn't matter though. Oh, wait, what? Crux was dead, but a roller managed to take down Loki, so there will not be a big Uber advantage. Tech Nasty on the Spy right now. Oh, no Spy Cap! Oh, that is beautiful. So, plus forward decided to follow up their Pyro play by dying and then transitioning into the Spy Cap, which it's always a good strategy, you know, just get in there and be like, okay, what we're going to do is we're going to lose our entire team, and then the Spy is going to win it for us. That is how we're going to play. That's how you do it. That is how you do it. So that was the Spy Cap, ladies and gentlemen. 2-1 now in favor of plus forward or bust. And the mid-fight just getting underway. These Demo Men dealing some damage to each other. Looks like some good damage coming out of that Pyro as well with that reflected rocket. And that's a useful thing just to get your team out of the opening there, out of the doorway of the house, if nothing else. Tech, I'm not even sure if he realized he was going to get that kill, but he pulled his shotgun out, took a shot, and the Soldier died instantly. Nonetheless, only Snailboat left, and there is going to be a huge Uber advantage for Loki. So where is Snailboat right now? Oh, I think
Time has been added.
in
The
the
control
house.
point is being contested.
He's going to go for a flank on the medic. Can he force Loki to pop the Uber? No! And actually, Loki didn't have an Uber at that point, so it wouldn't have even mattered. Could have gotten a kill maybe, but no, Loki is just fine now. So 100% Uber advantage. And that does mean that the Runaway 5 should have a pretty good time pushing in. They are going to have to push against the Pyro. Not an easy thing to do. But B-Man's actually just standing on the ground right now, taking a bunch of damage from the Scout. He's already down to 100 health, so like one rocket, one heat shot could definitely kill him, and he's just taking damage. Still, there's some good damage coming out of the plus forward team. There's just too many soldiers here now. Loki coming in with the needles to try and help out, so they're going to tie that up real fast. That's just what happens when you lose a mid fight that badly. You lose last, unless you get really lucky. Because your opponents are going to have that Uber, and that's 8 seconds that you just can't damage them, and they can damage you all at once. Really sucks. But hey, that is how Runaway 5 I like to play it. Pretty standard game. Pretty darn standard from them. Is B-Man still on Pyro? No, he is finally on Scout. So we're going to see whether he can actually manage to do anything about that. Crux still this demo here, and going to be laying some sticks down across the point, not dealing too much damage at the moment. Tough to do when your opponents are just moving around non-stop, but he will take a big dive in here now. Goes for some damage on his opponent, and he does this time around get a couple kills there. Zaylox and Maniac both down to some well-placed stickies, and some cleanup coming in from the rest of the team. So Link A is down. No medic plus forward, but they will get the middle point captured. And that at least is a small victory that's going to help them push on to the Spire very soon. Plus he's, oh, I like that play. Crux realizing that his opponents could have hidden somebody in this forward spawn. You are able to walk in there, so he's just going to try and trap that off and make sure nobody can get out. Nobody can get out of this very easily either if they jump out of it. So he is shutting down the flanks very effectively, and that means, of course, he's going to funnel all of his enemies through this side of the map while they build that Uber up. So if they try to walk out of here, they're toast. They're absolutely toast. What was it? Completely toast? Is that the product that we need to make? I don't remember exactly. Somebody needs to remind me in the comments that that there is definitely a Wonder Bread product that needs to come out involving toast, and I don't remember what it is. Maybe there should just be a whole SalTV line of toast. Completely toast, absolutely toast, 100% toast. Maybe 150% toast. You know, like an overhealed toast. Sorry, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm just going to stop now because it's terrible. But it's time for plus forward to start thinking about pushing in. They do have a disadvantage in the Uber, so their opponents will be able to pop something to save their own skins. And what I would have liked to see there maybe was somebody suicide in, try and force the medic to pop. But on Badlands last, that's not an easy thing to do. You know, you've got a lot of room to hide as a medic. And downpour on the sniper right now. Looks like they are just going to walk in a pyro again on the blue team though, and he does take that Uber off for a second just to try and force a bunch of people down here. Pyro's down, and there you go. That Uber is going to save Runaway 5 this round. I'm pretty sure Tiger doing some good damage, but he will get taken out. Nonetheless, the Scout hops down there and captures it to bring us to halftime. Now we're live in the second half, and it wasn't that long of a halftime. It really wasn't. So we're going to see Zaylox actually not taking a super fast rollout here. He's going to go balcony though, which will get him there roughly the same time. And he's going to see those scouts going underneath, which is good important information to give the rest of his team. So we'll see whether the rest of his team can do anything with that. I'm talking pretty fast, but this is a mid-fight. You got to talk fast. Crux doing some decent damage here. Looks like both teams have lost a couple players. Loki actually down right now, but it is 3v2. And Maniac and Bathtub Mannequin are both going to have to either deal some crazy damage or get out. And it looks like get out is probably the call of the day. No, it's not. They are still trying to harass onto this point. I guess maybe they think they can't really get killed here, but plus forward or bust could just play off the heels and do some crazy damage if they wanted to. They are instead going to stack up that point. And Snailboat, no, he's going to stay on the Scout. Okay, I thought we were going to have another full-time Pyro, but nope. It's going to be Scouts all the way right now, plus forward. They got to be careful walking around these corners, though. No Pyro means no spam reflection, so they are going to have to pop that Uber actually really early. And I don't think they took so much damage there, but they did pop it. Crux is going to use this opportunity to stand up here, capturing the point with his Pain Train, because he's the only one up here, but you see it's times 2 capture. So he is using that Pain Train. Not a bad choice. Zaylox is down, and so even though Loki's about to have an Uber, I would say push in right now for the plus forward team, which is maybe what they're going to do. They're being a little bit too tentative. The fact that that Demo Man was down, though, they can force a pop very quickly out of Loki. It's too late, though. Zaylox is going to respawn. Sounds like there was maybe a little bit of a capture attempt, but Tech Nasty gets taken out. And now, actually, I like this by R5. They are going to be very aggressive with this Uber. They've taken down Link A. They only need to get 2 more kills here, Snailboat and B-Man, and where are those 2? Snailboat is actually going to go for a back cap right now. Is anybody watching the point? There are stickies on it, and there's a Soldier. Soldier took some damage. Is that Scarlet? I think it might be. So Scarlet's going to be in some trouble here, but there's a Demo Man trying to stop this now as well, and Snailboat realizes, no, gotta get out of there. And the Spire does get captured. So the Runaway 5 managed to hold it off, but B-Man, what is he doing in here? He's apparently forced to pop out of Loki. Had to pop that Uber just to save his own skin, and now plus forward going to get right back onto this point because everybody from Runaway 5 is so out of position. Whoa, we got a direct hit going on. Alright, hang on. Tech Nasty just did some crazy direct hit damage to the medic. Loki ran back and grabbed that health kit. But here we go. We're going to see some more direct hitting. Uh-oh! Oh, that was a sticky trap right there. Tech Nasty took some damage, didn't actually die. He was overhealed, which is nice. And right now it does seem like he's pocketing with the direct hit. Pyro standing there doing some more reflect action though, so man, this has been like the night of the Pyros. Here in ESEA Open. with B-Man on the Pyro as well, and I'm willing to bet they're going to take him in again. Trying the same thing they have tried before. Tiger getting overhealed though, so he might be getting ready. Oh, they're actually going to have to walk Snailboat forward too. This is not the greatest decision making here actually, because waiting for this heavy means that they're giving their opponents time to charge that Uber up to 100%, and now they have it. So, I mean, a heavy is not a bad choice to push in with on Badlands, but they could have gone in with Uber advantage and taken out the enemy medic. Well, we'll see. I mean, they've got the chance to get some damage anyway. Pyro does go into the point, but Tiger's taken down right away. Snailboat, just decent damage here. Yeah, it does actually take down Scarlet. Now there is somebody standing on the point. There is an Uber that's going to try and stop this, but that Pyro continues air blasting people off. He does get taken out though. Yeah, that is a wipeout. 4+ forward or bust. Yeah, you know, just didn't work very well for them. I thought, like I said, they probably should have gone in when they had the Uber advantage, which means Snailboat probably should have been on Scout. That's all I have to say about that.
Time has been added.
So now R5, once again, they recapture their Spire, and this time their medic is not getting pressured by a crazy Pyro. Although B-Man on the sniper, so it looks like he just doesn't like playing Scout. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe he, gotta find him. Sorry, there we go. I don't think he likes playing Scout. He has been spotted now, so they know there's a sniper. They're going to call that out, and that means they're going to be very careful walking around these corners. You see how he's only peeking for just a tiny little snap second there. It's not enough time for B-Man to get a good headshot off on Zaylox. Is Zaylox some kind of a medicine, by the way? I swear it is. It's got to be. And yeah, see, look at that. Reaction time just not fast enough, B-Man. Not fast enough, although I do like your hat. Sounds like the Ubers are popped here, and B-Man's just going to hang around waiting for somebody to walk around. Oh, Tag Nasty with a nice little shot there. Probably an air shot on Scarlet. And I say that because it was a mini crit, at least. So kind of a critical shot. So it does look like +4 is not doing a bad job here with B-Man taking down Zaylox. Finally, he got the kill he always wanted. And Runaway 5 now have to run away again as they have lost a lot of players here. Zaylox coming up in about 3 seconds. And is he using the sha? Yes, he is. I really don't know how to pronounce that weapon. But you know what? I do know what it does. It's sort of like the sniper's version of an equalizer. You don't move any faster, but I think you deal more damage when you are more hurt. So that's not bad, I guess. As far as the sniper goes, though, it's really no more useful than a Kukri because you shouldn't be in close range anyway. And now +4, they have the Uber charge, but they have lost both of their soldiers. And what are you going to do when you lose your soldiers? You're going to push in what you're going to do is you're going to wait for your opponents to push out and then turn them into colored rain. Thank you, B-Man. So yeah, they did have to wait for their soldiers to respawn. And they respawned very close, but they had the Uber. They could have pushed in if they'd kept those soldiers alive and maybe done some damage. And instead, they are hanging around, waiting back here. It just doesn't look like it fits quite right. You know, that weapon? I don't know if it really goes with the theme of Badlands so much. Anyway, B-Man is going to walk in upstairs now, as the rest of his team, I think, is going downstairs. Not popping the Uber yet, which is good. I'm going to wait until you actually have a chance to make a shot on goal here. And now B-Man looking for some kills. He's not going to find him. And, oh, spots the demo, can't get the headshots. And now they know he's down there, so he's going to have to rotate or get spammed to death. Meanwhile, looks like we do have a Pyro Uber forcing back the rest of the +4 team. And Linke taken down right away. Scarlet and Bathtub Mannequin doing some good damage. Tiger is countering a little bit, but not nearly enough, as the Runaway 5 are about to run away with this point here.
Alert! The control point is being captured.
Well, no, he'll be running back and trying to take down this Demo Man on the battlements. There you go. Good communication there. B-Man is coming back up, and he's going to try and slow down this capture a little bit, but everybody, I think, is hiding from him. And yes, they will have hurt him. Oh! Downpour. Something about you is pouring down right now, and I'm pretty sure it might be brains. B-Man, though, yeah, not a bad sniper. He's been playing a pretty effective spoiler class here for his team anyway. The problem with doing that is that he's not playing something that's like really super aggressive. So they're having to wait for the Runaway 5 to kind of push into them and then maybe pick off one of them or maybe pick off two. And after you've done that, yeah, you can make a counter push. But these counter pushes have been a little bit hesitant sometimes, and the soldiers tend to die a lot, which is not good. You need those soldiers for mobility and damage. get up into your enemy's face. Crux gets a good sticky trap, and the Ubers are popped now. Oh, look at this multi-Ubering from the blue team as well. They're going to go try and deal some damage, but I think Linke and Tiger have just decided to chase down the medic instead. Oh, Linke's in trouble now, though. Boom! Taken down, and Tiger is actually down as well. I think Tiger got the med, though, so Loki's gone. It's just that Runaway 5 actually should be able to get this point now. Well, they got to push in against the demo, but they might be able to. They're taking out snail boats, and now there is nobody left to defend Crux. He's going to have to defend himself, which is not an easy thing to do. So he'll probably back off with his, oh, that is a very styling lime green banded hat there. Oh, there's actually a back cap going on. So Tech Nasty got up and captured that Spire, which means that now Runaway 5 right back to their last point. It is still 3-2. It's been a nice long round here in Badlands. And uh-oh. So Bathtub Mannequin, no, he's respawning in 1 second, so they'll be fine. Especially considering just how far back the plus forward team is hanging right now. It's not a bad decision at this point. You know, you want to make sure that you can get in here and not take a lot of damage before you are ready to push into last. And actually, there's a scout on the point. What? What a cap! Nobody died at all. That's yeah, that's pretty much what happens. So that was B-Man making the plays once again. Looks like he just decided to walk into the point and say, hey, you know, this is getting boring. I want to cap the point now. So he did. It worked. Downpour going to try and go underneath. Maybe. But he does spot both the enemy scouts, taking a lot of damage here. And he does get picked up by that medic, but not enough. One beam shot comes in and takes him down. There goes Loki. And Tech Nasty's trying to do some good damage here as well. He's going to get some shotgun shots off, but Linke's taken down. Tiger's down now. Good paint train kill by Crux on Scarlet, but he missed. Zalox is dancing with the scouts. Wasn't there a movie about that? Oh no, Dancing with Wolves. My bad. But there you go, he's like only 30 health, and that has to have been called out. You know, if you do that much damage to Demo Man at the mid-fight, somebody's going to say, look, Demo Man is totally lit up. But the scout couldn't find him. He was hiding behind a train. So next time you are in a war situation, just remember, your scouts can't find you if you hide behind a train. This lesson brought to you by Salamancer. So plus forward or bust, I mean, they're up 4-2, but they do have to deal with the Runaway 5 holding mid right now. Pretty decisive mid-fight win, although both medics have an E-Weaver. And it seems like there's the direct hit going on again, which isn't working that well right now for Tech Nasty. He's going to retreat, and yeah, he's going to get spammed out of that doorway, so he's now stuck. There goes his rocket launcher flying over on the ground. Scouts coming in trying to deal some damage to Loki, and he does get taken down. B-Man gets that kill, but look at this, there's only 2 left alive now for the plus forward or bust team, and so this is exactly what you got to do is Runaway 5, just push to that last point. Bathtub Mannequin going to go try and poke over onto the point, and they do pop the Uber. Now, Tiger is going to deal a lot of damage here, you would think, except he has to stay back and guard the point, so actually not able to get the kills that he wanted. Downpour is down to 1 health. I mean, Bathtub Mannequin was at like 30 or 50, so they did good damage, they just didn't get the kills. And now Ubers are even once again, with the Runaway 5 still holding the point. B-Man, Tech Nasty, what are they doing? They're bombing out here and trying to get some kills, but I mean, Loki was really far back. They just weren't going to make anything happen there. So Runaway 5 played that well. I think that at this point, plus forward have played it pretty poorly here on defense. And they're getting pressured here. Lots and lots of players. This is what happens when it's 6-on-4 on defense. So, uh-oh. It's going to be a round there for the Runaway 5. Now bring it up to 4-3. Can they run away with the second half? Oh, I've made that joke before. I know. I've already done it. And yes, there is a pyro, but I kind of want to see what the Demo Man rollouts look like. Ooh, Zalox is going to be slow. Got himself caught on that lip there. And he will probably once again take, yeah, the balcony rollout. 68 health left on that guy, so one well-placed sticky could just ruin his day. But he'll get back here and connect with Med. Knows exactly how much he can take. And wow, he just like danced on top of 3 or 4 explosions. I wish I could do that in real life. I totally wish. I would be the coolest. Seems like we do once again have the Pyro just playing WM2 Pyro, which doesn't always mean hold the forward, hold mouse tube, air blast all day. And it hasn't worked that well to stop the point, although he did keep his team alive. But the point does go to the Runaway 5. Not enough damage put out against the blue team to keep them from capping. And not nearly enough to kill the medic. The medic, of course. Oh, wait, whoa. Oh, nice flare shot there. But the man took a lot of damage. Didn't die, so I guess that was okay. But, I mean, who lets a pyro get in like that? That's pretty weird. No, the Runaway 5, though, do hold the midpoint, and they just kind of have to wait for their opportunity to push in now. I don't know, they could make something happen. What they really need is for their Roman soldier and scouts to go in on the side. Romer needs to bomb in, deal some damage, force enemy to pop a user or something. Because right now, they're basically just waiting for their opponents, the +4 or bust team, to push in. And +4 or bust, they don't push at all. But they're actually playing the right way. Oh! Well, they did the right thing there with Tech Nasty jumping and trying to get a kill or trying to get the force pop. And instead, now there is some trouble here as it is 6 on 5. So there you go. R5 will push that Uber in through the door. Bathtub Mannequin, meanwhile, going to go around behind. Looks for some damage. He does help take down that scout a little bit. Linke's Uber is finished up here, but they didn't really get any kills out of that, except for Scarlet. And yeah, the Runaway 5 is in pretty good position to take this round as well. Oh, there goes Tiger, and now it is just Tech Nasty left. B-Man and Crux spawned, so B-Man going to hang out and try to keep people away from that point, but I think it's too little too late here. There's a scout getting on right now. Oh, he did spot those stickies. Oh, nice kill though. Maniac taking down B-Man forward, and then dying. Oops. And Loki's just like, that was hilarious. You're a scout. You died. Doesn't even care. But they are going to have their Uber ready to go pretty soon. Linke not going to have it at all. That's a pretty big deal. There's actually 2 pyros right now on defense. I am making a face at that. I'm making a very surprised face that my stream can see, but you can't see. Unless you're in the stream. But I'm talking to my YouTube audience. That's okay. Yeah, no, 2 pyros. This is pretty wacky. But is it going to help save that point? Wow, nice reflex on Snailboat here, but he does finally get taken down. And there's only 2 players left alive, so I don't think the double pyro defense worked all that well for the +4 team. No siree, Bob. It is now 4-4. The last. This is the next one. This wins the game right here. So, Zalak's going to lay down one more stick, and he will probably take this balcony and roll out one more time. Apparently, that is his favorite thing to do. And that looks like what his opponent did as well. Crux taking the balcony rollout. Crux not getting any deals. So Zalak's able to lay down some sticks right now and box a lot of players into that house. B-Man taken down right away. And Linke in some trouble here. Got to watch out for the rollers, but he will be dodging expertly. So actually still 150 health on this medic here. He's keeping this soldier very much alive for quite a long time. Tech Nasty and Snailboat finally fall. And can Crux save Linke? Need to reload. I think he might be able to. He will die. Linke survives with 15 health. Oh no. Oh no, he doesn't. He was beneath the point. So Bathtub Mannequin takes him down. R5 just might get in here and win this game. Right now they're capping the Spire. And oh, there's a heavy. But there goes the Uber. And so Bathtub Mannequin, I mean, this is what happens when you win a round. Win a mid-fight. I think Linke might have saved him for a little bit too long. Can they stop this? No, the Runaway 5. Take it. 5-4 against boys in what's now red, I guess. +forward or bust. So apparently they didn't +forward. They busted. That is what happened. If you like watching your competitive TF2, do hit subscribe to youtube.com/fatmop. That is where I do all of my competitive TF2 uploads, as well as various other sundry videos every so often. And do let me know what you want to see from these games that I have been casting. There have been more and more casts recently by invite level players, and I do enjoy casting alongside those guys, those super experts at the game. So let me know if you want to see more of that, if you want to see more just me goofing off, more pickup games, more other stuff. Do keep the feedback rolling in because I appreciate it. And do stay tuned for next time.